Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame.
Anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing, but it can destroy everything. When anger rises, think of the consequences.
In modern society, anger is the emotion that is disapproved of the very most. It is so disapproved of that if someone gets angry, people do not see it as an emotion that the person is experiencing and expressing. People see it as a character or personality defect instead.
Neurologists claim that every time you resist acting on your anger, you're actually rewiring your brain to be calmer and more loving.
Anger is active sadness. Sadness is inactive anger. They are not two things. Watch your own behavior. When do you find yourself sad? You find yourself sad only in situations where you cannot be angry. The boss in the office says something and you cannot be angry. It is uneconomical. You cannot be angry and you have to go on smiling. Then you become sad. The energy has become inactive. You come home and with your wife you find a small thing, anything irrelevant, and you become angry. Put your energies into creativity. Forget about anger as a problem. Ignore it. Channelize your energy towards more creativity. Pour yourself into something that you love. Rather than making anger your problem, let creativity be your object of meditation. Shift from anger to creativity, and immediately you will see a great change arising in you. And tomorrow the same things will not feel like excuses for being angry, because now energy is moving, is channelized, is being sublimated, is enjoying itself, its dance. Who cares about small things?
Life is such a mystery, no one can understand it, and one who claims that he understands it is simply ignorant. He is not aware of what he is saying, of what nonsense he is talking. If you are wise, this will be the first realization. Life cannot be understood. Understanding is impossible. Only this much can be understood. That understanding is impossible. Never follow anybody else's idea. That is very dangerous, because you will become imitative. Always follow your own nature, self-nature. Only then will you attain to freedom. It is better to die following one's nature than to live following somebody else's nature, because that will be a pseudo-life. To die following one's nature is beautiful, because that death too will be authentic.
In the depths of human emotion, anger stands as a powerful force, capable of both destruction and creation. However, when left unchecked, anger can quickly spiral into a chaotic torrent, eroding our relationships, damaging our reputation, and hindering our personal growth. Imagine anger as a raging inferno, its flames fueled by hurt, frustration, and injustice. The heat of anger sears our judgment, clouding our vision and obscuring the potential consequences of our actions. In this state of heightened emotion, we are more likely to lash out, uttering words that wound and actions that scar. Our relationships, the very fabric of our lives, crumble under the weight of our uncontrolled anger.
Holding on to anger is like carrying a burden that only weighs you down. Release it, not for others, but for your own peace of mind. Anger. It's a natural emotion, but how we handle it can shape our lives. Controlling anger is not about suppressing it, it's about mastering it. Firstly, understand that anger is a signal, not a destination. When you feel it rising, pause and reflect on what triggered it. Awareness is the first step towards control. Give yourself the space to respond, not react. Remember, you are in control of your breath and by extension, your emotions. Seek perspective. Ask yourself if the situation truly warrants the intensity of your anger. Often, it's not the circumstance but our perception that fuels the flame. Communication is key. Express your feelings calmly and assertively. Choose words wisely, as they can either diffuse a situation or escalate it. Don't let anger be a barrier. Let it be a bridge to understanding.
Anger is a powerful emotion that can control us if we let it. It can lead to unhealthy behaviors, damaging relationships, and even physical violence. Identify your triggers. What are the things that typically make you angry? Once you know your triggers, you can start to avoid them or develop strategies for dealing with them. Think before you speak. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to say something you'll later regret. Take a few minutes to cool down before you say anything. Anger is a normal human emotion that everyone experiences from time to time. However, when anger becomes excessive or uncontrollable, it can have negative consequences for your relationships, your work, and your overall health.